I'll put these in my pack. The source of that signal must be close. My pack's full. I can get it from my stash later. Looks like the signal's coming from that tall neck. Maybe my focus can tell me more. Something seems to have knocked the tall neck down. Maybe the current. Fingertips. The damage. I should swing down. Check what kind of damage we're dealing with. Two parts on this end. Is that what the gun tank was carrying? Might be able to find the parts of their nest. Frost armor's not gonna do much. Parts must be up there somewhere. We'll just have to get to them. Happy to see me? Maybe this is where those sunken tallneck parts ended up. That looks like the part I'm looking for. I should get back to the pick up the machine for us. One down, one to go. Sends to my stash. These are the ruins of San Francisco. The city of crumbling towers. Somewhere buried out here is Thebes. I hope Alva and Quinn can help me find it. We're done here. I should go back to the Glintock's nest. Get the part that's in there. The second tallneck part. I should get these back to the tallneck. I should return these parts to the top. Next. I need to put these tallneck pieces I found back where they belong. to jump onto the tarmac. Jump onto the tarmac behind you. Made it. Now to climb up to its head. He's on me. Another drone keeping watch on the biosphere. I should grab its data. But how am I going to get it down? Have to jump onto that drone to get it down. Glide in. Find this in my stash later. Must be the entrance to landfall up ahead.
Is that her? The living ancestor. The diviner wasn't lying.
Water in my boots. This is landfall, right? I'm looking for Alva.
Overseer Bohai ordered us to invite you before him should you approach. Please, come with me. Go. Let him know we're coming.
It's her!
The diviner was right.
Overseer Bohai. A stranger just walked through the gate.
I knew Alva would not dare lie. You do look like Sobek.
Is Alva here? I need to talk to her.
I will consider your request once it is determined what you are. A living ancestor, as Alva believes, or a threat, lurking in such a guise.
I am no threat, okay? Back on the mainland, your soldiers fired on me without warning.
So you say, infidel. None of those you engaged survived to bear witness.
I held off on your squad when...
May I present our honored CO.
So, here she is. Our great mystery. Well, Bohai, what have you divined? What is she?
A mystery indeed, my CO. How can she appear as Sobek, and yet know nothing of our ways? Are we to believe that a living ancestor was born to this wretched land? An ocean apart from the realm of the Chosen? And if so, to what end? I cannot answer. Only she can. But I warn you, no falsehood will satisfy us. Now speak. Why are you here? What is your purpose?
I'm looking for a place called Thebes.
And what do you seek there?
Alva told me a little bit about what you're after. I guess you could say I want what you want. A way to heal the world.
As I suspected. Tell her.
We found Thebes, the final resting place of Ted Pharaoh's secrets. It isn't far, but the way is closed to us. Machine attacks have cut us off from the site. Diviner Alva is there, along with a complement of diggers and soldiers.
Is she all right?
Our scouts tell us that a machine has our people pinned behind their defenses, but they're holding out.
Machines, huh? I can help with that.
Alva told us that you are indeed formidable.
But I have a few questions first.
We will answer what we can.
So you found Thebes.
The ancestors revealed it to us not long after we made through a scrap of ancient data, discovered it contained details about the construction of a...
Where, exactly?
Close.
Figures. Ted loved his people. Have you been inside?
No.
And we will solve them all in time. I hope you're as effective against machine.
What exactly are you looking? I thought Alva brought back the data.
We risked. Therefore, we must unearth every, especially one as important as the...
We will not sail back until I have...
So, Alva reports to you.
I was chosen by my colleagues on the Board of Oath to supervise data retrieval on this
And you're in charge of the...
He is far more than... You are addressing the cousin heir to the vast holdings of the Great Delta, the first CO in 5 generations.
All she needs to understand is that I am, and my will is to attain...
Mine too. We're in luck. You crossed the ocean on these ships?
Greatness is never...
Indeed. It took this expedition is the most important quest, with nothing less than the fate of our... And none of it would have been possible with...
The voyage was Our sailors and soldiers have suffered much, but all for...
Good to know. What kind of machine has your people pinned down near...
A Thunderjaw. We've dealt with them before, but this one is...
Tougher, stronger, and it has black armor?
Yes. How did you know?
Doesn't matter. Won't be easy, but I can take it down.
Then destiny shines upon us, as I knew it would. A living ancestor now walks among us, and she will help me attain the secrets of Thebes.
Resupply here if you must. Then on to Thebes at the base of the pyramid in the ruins. We will follow when our scouts confirm you've cleared the way.
No. Oh, it's true.
Did you see that?
A living ancestor. I didn't believe, but now I see. You truly are an ancestor reborn. A good omen if I ever saw one. I'm a scout for the expedition. Whatever I learn of this strange land, I will share with you, as is my duty to the ancestors. I should tell you then. My fellow scouts found ancient ruins west of here. They claim to have seen a relic of the ancestors inside, but couldn't find a way to retrieve it. Perhaps a living ancestor could discover a way where others could not.
Maybe. If I find myself in the area.
May the ancestors guide us.
There you are, on the mend already.
With your help, soon Thebes shall be ours.
The will of the ancestors.
It's no good to be hungry in the water.
Draw went well, I take
Enjoy.
it. Who's that? How the exploration of the ruins.
Not that I doubt it.
You holding up? Sure.
Okay. Off to the big pyramid to fight the Thunderjaw. Get this from my stash when I need it.
Barbarian! Run, stranger! There's a killer machine about!
The machine will kill you!
There you are. I guess we're doing this. Giving up. for doing this. guess we're doing this. There you are. I guess we're doing this.
Come on over,
Killed
you.
that machine.
A word.
Your CEO sent me. I need to speak to Alva.
By all means, then. Open the gates!
Aloy! Over here! Alva, I'm glad you're okay.
Oh, you got rid of that machine. But what are you doing here?
There's something inside Thebes that I need. I went to Landfall. I met your CEO. We came to an agreement, kind of.
And you're going to help us get in?
I guess so. The whole thing was a little tense. There was something off about that guy. And I don't understand what he wants from Thebes. I thought we found the data that your people needed back on the mainland.
That data will take us years to sift through. The CEO wants faster results. Aloy, you have to be careful.
There they are! The legacy tells us that Elizabeth Sobek helped the ancestors cast aside all obstacles. And so it has been today.
You have been true to your word. I'm pleased. Thebes awaits us below, shall we?
Quite an excavation.
Much of this was flooded. We had to pump a great deal of water out. Behold, the door to Thebes.
A door like no other.
Well, you're right about that. It's designed to open for only one man. Ted Faro.
But the legacy tells us that he worked closely with Sobek. He trusted her. Surely she could open the door, and so surely can you.
Not gonna happen. At least not from this side.
You said she was a living ancestor with Sobek's eternal essence.
If I may, Pharaoh, great as he was, did not build his palace alone. We know this from scraps of data we found, the ones that pointed to this location. And we found evidence of passages below. Maybe they were built to aid construction. Or for servants. We can't reach them. The way is flooded and they're too far underwater, but...
Yeah. I can reach them. There might be another way in down there.
You see? With Sobek, there is always a way.
Then do what you must to get us inside.
good. Can't use the polecaster on that. This water's warm. Seems like a hot spring. Look at that thing. It's huge. It goes all the way down to the bottom. There's a rupture up there. Maybe a way in. Yeah, this could get me inside. Okay, looks like this tunnel leads deeper into the structure. Nope, this is just gonna take me back outside. There's gotta be a way to stop that turbine right here somewhere. Stop the turbine. Good. Okay, I'm inside, but how do I let the Quinn in? It looks like an exercise room.
Here I am again, hiding in the gym, writing to stay sane in this crazy place. I can't believe Grigori's dead. Our so-called spiritual leader was fine yesterday, and then suddenly passed away in his sleep, and no one will talk to me about it. They treat me like a child, whispering behind my back, as if I can't cope with death, even after the end of the world.
So Ted had other people in here with him, including a teenage girl. our living area. It's pretty big, too.
There's nothing normal about a scientist, his daughter, a guru, and well, let's face it, a harem living through the end times and a trillionaire's underground survival bunker. But now that Grigori's gone, I'm worried things will get even weirder. He helped keep Ted stable for a couple of years, sort of. Without him, who knows? And we don't even understand what happened to him.
The girl's right. Nothing normal about Ted.
I know everyone's reeling after Grigori's, untimely demise. He was a deeply spiritual man who wasn't afraid to rip back the curtain and gaze where few men dare. I've asked Dr. Sumtow to, check on what happened to him. I'm sure he had some kind of condition or something. The main point is that while we certainly miss him, we will go on. Everything's gonna be okay.
Something tells me it didn't turn out that way. Look at this place. It's pretty fancy for a survival bunker. There, the door. Let's hope I can open it from the inside. Ah, good. An emergency exit function.
Emergency exit initiated.
The door is open. Destiny is upon us. I knew you could do it.
What's going on?
The CO is preparing to enter Thebes.
Oh, why are you dressed like Ted Faro?
I am Pharaoh, renewed. My essence is the same as his. Across the years, across the generations, his soul is my soul. His will is my will. We are sundered in only one way. I need his final testament, his deepest secrets. And now that the door is open, those secrets are within my grasp. When I have them, I will be complete, as he was. I will have everything I need to save our homeland, and, as Pharaoh did, the world.
Okay. I think there's some confusion here about who Pharaoh really was.
No one knows better than I who he was, who he is. Me. The Renewer, greatest of the ancestors, the man who saved the world. And you. You understand, Sobek. You are her, Pharaoh's harbinger, his assistant. Come, we will descend into Thebes together, as it should be. Bring her the raiment.
Raiment?
As he is Pharaoh, you are Sobek. For an occasion this momentous, shouldn't you wear proper business attire?
Whoa. No. No, I am not wearing that. No way.
You will wear the proper attire to mark this moment.
Or what?
It is said Sobek valued life above all else. Is this true?
Fine. I'll wear your raiment.
Excellent. Shall we proceed? Look at this place. The grandeur.
Pharaoh's domain. Simply breathtaking.
Excellent. Somewhere in here, Pharaoh left his secrets. Let's go find them.
Your Magnificence, perhaps we should leave guards behind to cover our exits?
Indeed. Let it be done.
Most of Ted's women repulse me, okay? They're like contestants on a housewife sim preening for the hubby's attention.
To think
Brianna,
all this
the hollow singer,
preserved for the
she's
pages.
different.
As destiny intended for me. Pharaoh's visage, a monument to greatness.
Truly, Marcio.
It's a monument to something, I'll give you that. I think this way might lead down.
Excellent. Remember every detail of his, Bohai, for posterity.
It will be its own chapter in your legacy. Why is the palace of Pharaoh less than... Of course. Wonder if Pharaoh had a footbath in here. I've always wanted to believe.
There will be no further discussion of your feet, Bohai.
Brianna told me that Grigori hacked into restricted files and found out something awful. That Ted murdered important people who worked on Zero Dawn. Did Ted punish Grigori? Kill him for
Find anything interesting?
So hey, this is weird.
I tried to warn you.
Yeah, sort of.
I'll explain everything if we survive long enough.
Those certainly look threatening.
Huh. Statues. The guardians of Pharaoh's domain.
Those aren't statues. Look out!
Get the CO out of here!
Guess it's just us then. Oh, here we go. Thanks.
Where's Overseer Bohan?
He has decided to return to the surface. A wise choice. We can't afford to lose any more diviners than necessary. So, no more delays. We must proceed.
Brianna didn't wake up this morning. She's gone. Just like Grigori. And looking up at the giant, hideous statue of Ted in the Great Hall. His eyes. And I know now that he's watching.
Did you discover some data?
A fragment. A testament to Ted's power.
Ah.
When I built this place, when its special systems were designed, I knew what I wanted. Protection, of course. An unlimited power source, that was a given. But also... control. Over every possible eventuality. After all, you never know what'll happen, especially when the human element is involved.
What did you find?
Trust me. You don't want to know.
I guess I don't.
Ever deeper we go. What is that? A reclining throne, attached to some kind of apparatus. I wonder what it does.
I'm sorry, Co. I don't know. My focus can't read the data here.
You did this for him? You put, like, off switches in everyone's heads?
Kenya, you mustn't judge me. I had no choice. If I said no, what would he do to us? What would he do to you? You're my little girl. I was trying to keep you alive.
For what, Dad? Seriously, why? So we can be trapped in this underground nightmare? You know what we have to do. Please.
Did you find a recording, Aloy?
Yeah.
I think you should scan the device,
I'll share it
Aloy.
with you later.
Go ahead. Scan it.
Made a minor adjustment to the gene therapy regimen and added a new cocktail to treat the symptoms caused by the mutations. Hopefully, there will be some stabilization after the next treatment. God knows what Ted'll do to us if there isn't. The early results were so promising. No signs of aging, no cellular degeneration, but now... Oh, if only I had access to my old lab in Bangkok, or my old colleagues, or my old liquor cabinet. Stop it. Got to stay positive. For Kenya.
You saw something. I could tell. Did the data explain what Pharaoh used this device for?
I think he was undergoing treatments to live longer. A lot longer.
Really? Could he still be alive?
Don't be foolish. If he were alive, he would have kept his essence. It would not have been passed down to me. Remember, he was the renewer. Of course, he would have stopped at nothing to grasp the secrets of life and death. But not for himself. Everything he did was for a new beginning. For us, for the Quen. And for his true heir, me.
You know, I'm starting to think you're right. You do have a lot in common with Ted Pharaoh.
I knew you would see, in time. Let us continue. His secrets await. Is that a small office? For a minor functionary, perhaps? Look at all this equipment. We are getting closer to the heart of this place. I can feel it.
An automated geothermal energy plant right under the city of San Francisco. A marvel. Even I can run it, and let's face it, I was always more of a visionary than an engineer. Which is why I had the foresight to insist on the inclusion of a very unique feature. Just in case anyone...
I'm going to look for another way in.
Good idea. It's worked before.
Very well. Get to it.
Hurry! Break it open!
Like you said, Aloy. Maybe there's another way in.
Open that door!
First.
Ah, is that a vent of some sort? Not a bad idea.
How long does it take to bash through a door? She's gone. Did she make it to the other side?
Maybe I can access Ted's phone. There. Omega clearance. Got it. What do you have to say for yourself, Ted?
Somtown's dead, along with his kid. Found him on the floor of his office this morning, holding hands. Must have poisoned themselves. I never would have put them to sleep. She was just a girl, for Christ's sake. I offered them life, and this is how they repaid me, by leaving me all alone. But I guess I've been alone since this whole thing began. Alone in bearing the burden. For the past. For the future.
Same old Ted. No matter who dies, he's the one feeling sorry for himself.
Liz's future. Liz's children. Someday they'll come, and I'll be here to greet them. Sometimes said my aging has stopped altogether. If anything, my cells are replenishing faster than normal. I just need some time for the mutations to calm down. Time. And energy. Sometimes if the reactor can give me what I need to grow strong again. To get my shit back together. So I can greet the kids. They're gonna need me. My advice. My guidance. And then I won't be alone anymore.
Pharaoh's secrets. Are they here?
Not the ones you're looking for.
Then they must be in there.
Trust me. You don't want to go in there.
Are you mad? I haven't come all this way to stop now. At last, Pharaoh's legacy is mine. Is that?
It's him.
Burn it to ash.
Wait, no. Pharaoh has it rigged to melt down.
Kill them too. No witnesses.
Open fire!
Everyone subside. reactor to overflow if he dies. We have to run. This is coming. Keep moving, okay? You have to fight! Trouble here!
Got her in my sight!
This is going well!
No!
If he dies, we have to run.
over there! You got her! Give them support! Ow! No!
Don't stop, come on! We're almost there! We found something that will help. Not just your homeland, but everywhere.
But where's the CO?
He's gone. I guess you could say he gave his life to help us attain the secrets of Thebes.
I see. You must think I'm eminently stupid.
What? No. No.
The CO was an entitled egotist who twisted our beliefs into a sickening, self-serving fantasy. And you expect me to believe he sacrificed himself for scraps of data? It's time for the truth, and it better be convincing. Otherwise, I'll simply order these soldiers to open fire.
Hold on. You're right. To be honest, the CO screwed everything up. He brought Thebes down around our ears and died like a gutless coward. But we really did find something down there that will help your homeland. If I can take it and use it. Now, if I have to, I will fight my way out of here, but it doesn't have to be that way. You can just let me go. And then take credit when things start to improve.
Success certainly does sound better than failure. It seems then that our destinies are intertwined. Landfall is open to you. If it will help your cause, you may come and go as you please. But Alva must join you and report back on your efforts.
Fair enough.
Thebes is of no further value to us. Obviously, we're going back to the flotilla. Alva, I expect your reports to be thorough.
Oh, I thought he was going to have us killed. Oh, and instead, I get to join you.
Glad to have you. But you're going to need a little help to reach our base. Varl, I made a new friend. I need you to meet her at the Quen Ferry and escort her back.
On it. Can't wait to meet her.
Trust me, you'll love it there. Varl will give you a better focus, and all the data you could ever want. Head to the ferry. I'll join you back east as soon as I can.
A diviner must follow the truth, wherever it leads. I'll see you there.
Now that I have Omega clearance, we should have what we need to capture Hephaestus. But before I head to the ferry, maybe I should stop by Landfall. With the CO gone, maybe more Quen will be willing to talk. Might be worth looking around the island, too. I gotta change out of these clothes. I can't believe the CO made me play dress up.
We're fighting immortals from the stars now? Looks like it. What's next? Wizards from the moon?
Welcome back.
There. Let's see what we got.
Aloy, I know your experience in Thebes was unsettling, but we have a new problem.
Did something go wrong with Beta and the rig? Will we be able to transport you to Gemini?
The rig is complete. The problem is Hephaestus itself. It has accelerated its proliferation throughout the Cauldron network, increasing its power.
But with your sub-functions restored, we can still succeed, right?
Correct. But the net effect is that absorbing Hephaestus will take longer than previously calculated.
How long?
Even with Omega clearance, my current estimate is that the merge will take 35 hours.
And each hour increases the risk of detection by the Zeniths. Two cores. Two overrides. What if the merge were carried out by two clones of Elizabeth Sobek, both armed with Omega clearance? How long then? Half the time?
Hephaestus would be unprepared for the simultaneous labor of two operators, in addition to obvious synergetic efficiencies. Calculating. It would reduce the merge time to approximately 4.5 hours.
Okay. Varl, it looks like we're gonna need Beta at Gemini. Do you think you can convince her?
I don't know, but I'll try.
What about our diversion? Are the pulse generators ready?
Only a final test remains. I am confident that if fired in proximity to other cauldrons, the pulses will mask our activities at Gemini from the Zeniths.
Good. As long as Aaron can operate one without shooting himself in the face.
Aloy, you better get down here. Beta's in bad shape.
Okay.
Aloy. I tried, but it's impossible. I don't think anything will convince her to go.
We don't have a choice.
Good luck.
Beta, you have to come with us. It's the only way. It's one mission. The most important one. We need you. Tell me why you won't go. What if they take me back? Alone, in a cell again. A slave. Forever. The only way we can end the risk of that happening is by stopping the Zeniths for good. And in order to do that, we have to get Hephaestus. The Zeniths are a threat to everyone, Beta, not just you. So find your courage. That's easy for you to say. You still have no idea what they're capable of. I told you from the beginning we'll never beat them. It's hopeless. Beta. Leave me alone! You don't understand! You're right. I don't understand. We have the same genes, the same mind, the same heart. So why can't you find the strength to do what has to be done? Like Elizabeth would. Don't you think I've thought about that? I don't know what piece of Elizabeth I'm missing. I don't know what you have that I don't. I looked through all the data from your focus. You were raised as an outcast, shunned, and isolated just like me, so what's the difference? What's my defect? Beta, you don't have a defect. Beta, look, it's not a piece of Elizabeth. The difference is, I had him. Frost. He raised you, trained you, but he was never warm or loving. The day he died, the day he gave you that charm, he was going to abandon you. He wanted me to embrace the tribe. But then he gave his life for mine. He loved me in his own way. And that was enough. What did it feel like? It was like having the strength that was always there. It's still there. Even now I hear him in my head when things get bad. But it looks impossible. Look deeper. And then fight like you can win. You don't have to go on the mission. We'll find another way. I'll go. You're right. I'll only be safe from them when we succeed. But you have to promise me one thing. Yes, of course. If it goes bad, if the Zeniths find us, I don't want to be their slave again. Do you understand? Okay. Promise? I promise. I could use as much time as you can give me to study up on the merge, to make it as efficient as possible. I'll be ready when you are. I swear.
Aloy, whenever you're ready, come speak to me and I'll ask the others to make final preparations for the mission.
Looks like some kind of maintenance space. I wonder where this leads. Cells? Huh. did it.
Aloy? A bunch of lights just turned on up here? Was that you?
Oh. Huh. Yeah, I guess it was.
And dirt. Don't forget all that dirt we had to bring in.
If we're going to go around trying to protect life, we should have more of it around.
Holograms. Gaia, I thought you said the data here was lost.
I was able to repurpose the equipment to store the data you have acquired in your travels.
Well, looks like it's getting some use.
Greenhouse files. Aloy!
Right to work,
There's just... I mean, we knew of... Oh, she's, and you, genetically speaking. And there's more, of course, there. And Eric Visser, and then...
Okay. How about we take it one step?
You're right. Oh, and...
I imagine you don't...
It's funny, because... Not that you are the same person. I mean, you are, as it... But even so...
We grew up...
Yes.
I hope everyone's...
Oh, and they... It's refreshing. Back home, diviners can only share...
Sounds
Yeah, you are...
Have you spoken with
A little. I did hear her singing with... Zoe seemed so... and she looked... I felt...
You should ask Zoe to teach you.
Maybe.
If you need anything...
You have no... Gaia's explained your plan. I've even received... You know...
What kind of...
He...
For now. I see you've been using your...
It's been fascinating. So much. What would have taken me, like the database you... With this, I've been able... This could revolutionize... That is...
You wanted data, you'll find lot...
A diviner has never... And knowing you, But I was set... Maybe it'll help...
Any more data?
All of it. We knew the ancestors. In fact, But seriously, and we thought journeying across the sheer calculus.
Even so, the Quen are way ahead of us. Where I grew up, from a fire lit. You mentioned Eric Visser?
The Zenith who... He is known to the Quen as the combing through data related to weapon knowledge our rulers use. That's why he's one of... But, it appears he's yet another...
Well...
If only...
Beta mentioned others.
I'm afraid whatever legacy they left...
Must be strange to end here on Earth.
Yeah, it is. Maybe... The legacy tells us she brought... Or Sung Ja... It is said she found... But my curiosity... Our view of... Perhaps it is...
You mentioned there was...
Yes. I found references to an old... It's called Leviathan. My people, a sprawling network of Rivergate. The legacy revealed that the old... But the data from the greenhouse... It's in San Francisco.
Another pharaoh?
No. Leviathan was... So, the legacy... If we can acquire that, every year my sister gets... With Leviathan...
Okay.
That's the thing. But one of our diviners... Would you come with me? You're much better at fighting.
Of course.
Thank you.
Back at the greenhouse,
Diviners are meant to seek, and many Imperials sponsor the Empire can put, but the Board of detrimental to, like, discovery. That is why only overseer. It ensures that
What happens to diviners?
I never had...
You said you owed me an explanation?
Right. He was an Imperial. As such, he sponsored many tribes, and he took a special interest whom we considered the...
Ted Pharaoh, Rick.
I know better now. Anyway, the divine... In fact, many... So the Emperor's nephew might solve our most... If only we could find the... Perhaps we could roll... The Emperor declared that dozens of ship scouting missions... And the Emperor's nephew, one who wields the legacy... The living embodiment of... It may seem strange now. We really believed he... We had no idea, just...
You said the expedition across... What happened?
We lost and scores of soldiers, and that was before we even hit. Once we landed, and we struggled to replenish our... There were bright spots, but nothing improved the CO. He became more and more upset. and more. You heard him. Spouting nonsense. We knew these weren't the words, but he was quick to put any...
What a great guy.
The Quen are wrong about many things, but what the CO became was a stand for. I'm sorry you had to...
So, Bohai, you're over...
He won't execute people on a... But he's hardly... I can't tell you how many times he took... The best thing I can say about him is that he to...
Yep, sounds... The ancestors is...
Yes and no. Those whose legacy taught warfare,
The CO called Elizabeth Sobek and...
Right. Worked extensively under... That's how we thought of Sobek. Our limited access to missing...
You mentioned the reason you came here.
Her name is Alika. When I passed the divan, it brought honor to her. Only Alika begged...
Why?
Alika knew that once you enter, not even your family. Unless you can...
It sounds harsh.
Like the focus is... Well, last time I was allowed to... Because of my position. But if our crops don't...
I promise I'll do my... I should go.
Of course. Before you do, it sounded like there wasn't...
Not anymore.
To understand one another.
And, like I said, I'll let you...
I appreciate it.
Hello again, Aloy. Hello, Aloy.
Hey, Gaia. So, me and Beta, I guess you heard what happened.
Yes. I am continuously impressed by the complexity of human relationships. Despite the unpleasant circumstances that led to your quarrel, I am pleased to see you have both found an agreeable resolution.
Well, two heads are better than one, right?
Yes, I believe so. Are you ready to depart for Cauldron Gemini? Or we can continue our conversation, if you like.
So, she's been through so much.
You have both endured different in almost... I like to think of you as two...
Three, then. How's Katalo doing?
I detect that the loss of his arm, though he has not, I may be able to assist in his...
Really? How are things around here?
Zoe has been studying the morphology in an effort to understand. Without the abilities of her, I am unfortunate. However, due to Zoe...
Yeah. Varl and Zoe seem to like spending time.
Indeed. Whilst Zoe discovered references, she appreciated this and encouraged Varl.
And how did that go?
I believe they have a...
How's Erend
He is becoming increasingly accustomed to...
What did he do?
He unfortunately crushed his first focus as he attempted, amongst a number of Oseram curses. I believe he has given repeated assurances.
Well, good thing we have a lot of... So there's a few people here now, almost like what was supposed to happen. But...
Yes. There is still much that... For instance, Varl has been reviewing those who perished during the Pharaoh Plague. Hearing their hopes and fears made him quite somber.
Anything I should be worried about?
I do not believe so. I have elected not to intervene.
All this data I've picked up, and I guess I never really thought that...
Based on my observations, your errand has asked on numerous... He appears perplexed by the tradition of... as it conflicts with the Oseram tradition of Sir. He also suggested we host... That is what I
Is Catalo getting...
Yes, though he appears to be collating data and significant to aid in the creation of... I believe he aimed...
I'd be interested in seeing...
It appears to be a He has repeated...
How's all of us settling?
As soon as she arrived, Alva, a particular file soon... Information about a machine assistant. I informed her that once I am empowered, I may be able to...
I'm sure she'll like... When I set out to find a way to bring... I never thought we'd be here. Like...
They have all come a long way with it. Varl has suggested that one day, once the BIOS...
Yeah, that's not so... So now that you have Ether, Demeter, and Poseidon...
In the local region, superstorms have subsided. Water sources have been purified, and soil conditions remediated. These improvements will stave off environmental collapse for a few additional months.
Well, with luck, then you'll be able to fix the...
Correct. Reverse the environment.
There's something I've been wondering. How could Ted Faro create a clearance level higher than Alpha? Elizabeth made sure he wouldn't interfere with the project.
It is plausible he tasked his own engineers with creating a back door to the Zero Dawn system, without Elizabeth's knowledge. My predecessor did not even know of its existence until he activated it to purge the Apollo database. It is, in effect, a blind spot. One that will allow us to subdue Hephaestus.
So our plan to capture Hephaestus...
As you wish. We now know that Hephaestus will not...
Which is why I got Ted Faro...
Correct. While you were gone, when we get to Gemini, I will... The second core is for Hephaestus.
And then you'll be able to absorb...
Not quite. You...
How long will that...
Because the work will be split.
And during that time, the others will create a distraction for us using...
Correct. The energy surge should mass...
And then we'll have everything we need to defeat the... So the Hades Proving Lab, where I found the Gaia... It used to be a Faro research facility?
Yes. The facility was used to engineer and it appears to have been one of many research and...
I guess it wasn't enough to build automated killing machines. He wanted viruses to infect them. So, a while back, I discovered another AI there. It was created to oversee... And it spent the last 1,000 years in isolation. I'm guessing you didn't know about it?
No. From the data on your focus, an effort by its creators to protect it from the...
Any chance it could help us now?
I have already attempted contact, with no success. Given its previous experience with accepting an outside network, I imagine it is...
Right. Because last time... Well, that's too bad. There was an ancient tank embedded in the bulwark. Any idea how it got there?
During the Pharaoh Plague, as automated machine, it is possible.
So they fought against the until the mountain was... So the facility where I recovered, it's where they created the biomass conversion system, but also... Did Elizabeth know they were working on that?
It is likely she was, though her focus was...
That makes sense. If they've been able to deploy it...
Using the data you recovered, I ran several simulations, and have in all scenarios deactivate the wreath.
So Zero Dawn really... There was a lot of data in the greenhouse facility. Do you think it'll help the
I will run a complete novel crop production method.
But new crops aren't going to save the world?
It is.
When I dove down into Vegas, I found data about the man who built the dome over the city. It turns out he was a member of Far Zenith. But if he loved Vegas so much, why did he...
The Zeniths, at their core, faced with overwhelming odds of extinction, they chose to...
Even still, water to the wasteland, an entire... 1,000 years later, the whole place was still on just... waiting for... When we were at the facility there were records that said Far Zenith were I know they traded their ectogenic chambers to but what?
At this point, we can perhaps at one time they meant the Odyssey to be a colony, necessitating as their goals evolved over.
So they got more selfish as the risks. So what do you think Ted would have done if his life
It seems he convinced him, given the tribal and his ability to use them. I imagine he would worship him as their.
Okay. Aside from Gaia Prime, and there was one other underground facility, Elysium. Do you know what happened to it?
Elysium was designed to provide life support. My data indicates the.
Did the Pharaoh Plague
Unknown.
So this facility, it was meant to oversee the...
For the local region? Had humans received their education from... They would have then been guided. As that never happened. This place...
Until Minerva decided to... So I guess this room was meant to...
Yes. To observe well... It may be possible, should you find and reconnect.
I'll keep a lookout. So what will happen to this place?
All systems within... As Minerva will no longer... The facility will be exposed to... Though without my presence, it...
Let's hope so. Gaia?
Her presence is interwoven with my memories. We exchanged greetings. It was the first of many listening to her stories.
Your friend?
Yes. Though I am glad she made it home.
She was okay with that. Thanks, Gaia. So, the greatest mind, all working to build the terraforming system while What was it like?
Personnel worked in rotation, resources and technology. Within a month of the project's conception, Elizabeth encouraged me to spend time. She said it was important to aid in my emotion.
What were they like?
Scared. They were hurtling to... I owe everything.
So, Gemini, but you mentioned something about...
When my predecessor construction was disrupted, the data core had already been built. So, a second core was built.
Lucky for us.
No, though they...
Okay, people. It's time to head out.
I'll get everyone together.
Connections in place. Booting up.
Beta, Aloy. I am fully installed on this core and ready to connect to the Cauldron network.
It's good to hear your voice. Errand, everyone. Fire your pulses and sound off.
I'm at my Cauldron. This thingy, it's blinking. Did I do it right? In position at my Cauldron. My pulse generator is blinking also.
That means they're working. I'm in position, and mine is too. Mine as well.
Okay. Radio silence until I give the all clear. Signing off. Gaia? Let's cage the beast.
Connecting to the Cauldron network now.
Elizabeth Sobek, Alpha Prime. Activating Omega clearance. Elizabeth Sobek, Alpha Prime. Activating Omega clearance.
Clearance confirmed. Initiating containment sequence.
Critical threat detected. Escape containment. Applying countermeasures.
Lock it down!
Terminating external connections.
It's working! It's got nowhere to go!
Capture imminent. Initiating contingency 13F.
Wait, what's that?
Malware detected. Attempting to compensate.
It's cracked.
Look!
Autonomous defenses. Directive neutralize.
That means machines are on their way. Get ready!
Here they come!
Vor'll stay here. Protect Beta.
Got it.
Be careful.
Always something trying to... Stay back!
Oh, help!
Hang in there, England! Get back!
Vor'll stay here. Protect Beta.
Got it.
Be careful.
For the sacred land! Are you okay? Stay back. Ammo for you.
Stay back! Use an acid attack! Get back! Over here, you!
Aloy! Help! Oh!
Aloy, get a hand over here! Draw it away from Beta! Stay back!
That's eating away at it. Now to follow up.
Get back!
I'll get some more
Over here, you! Aloy, need a hand over here!
Oh, you're closing.
Draw it away from Beta! Stay back! Over here!
Keep me in the fight.
Get back! Over here, you! Aloy, need a hand over here!
It's really angry.
Draw it away from Beta!
Once is enough.
Stay back! Get back!
That's all done for now. You two okay?
Still breathing.
Aloy, Hephaestus can't escape, but it must have fled.
Deeper into the facility. Deeper into the facility. I'll drive it back here.
I'll get the cracked core fixed in the meantime.
Keep her safe, Laurel. I can grab this from my stash later. Chase after Hephaestus. Force it out of wherever it's hiding. Make it retreat to the core. Pouch is full, but crack is room. don't have...
Aloy, I'm patched into your focus feed. You should know there's a huge power draw coming from the next chamber.
Thanks for the heads up. I'm almost there. Some kind of production chamber. Festus is up to something, all right?
What kind of machine is it trying to build?
I don't know, but I'm gonna shut it down. I bet those metal carriers will lead me to where it's getting materials from.
I bet that's where Festus is hiding too.
Looks like there are a couple of ways I could go. Well, that doesn't sound good. Machines are making a beeline for another chamber. I better follow them. Should try using something over. To rewire most of the components in the core, but the energy processor's cracked. Without a way to fabricate another, there's no way I can fix it. Okay, let me think. What if you bypass the processor? Connect it to
the power node. I think that could work.
I think it could. stars.
There should be a node you can override, near the central platform.
Thanks. I should deal with these machines first. Time to let go. Oh, great. The machine's on the way.
Theta! Hephaestus has locked me out of the node. Any ideas?
I'll see what I can do.
Got it. Acid's all over it.
got Hephaestus' control of the node. You should be able to override it now.
Nice. Thanks.
Begin extraction protocol. Materials. Caster.
It sounds like it fled to another chamber.
Well, I better not get comfortable.
Energy containment failed. Save overloaded.
Great. Hephaestus covered the floor with lightning. I gotta find a way over it.
Aloy! More machines keep coming! Please tell me you're getting close!
Yeah, I'm working on it. I've been smashing through a lot of machines on my side, too.
I guess Aaron's missing out!
Anyway, I'm making progress on the bypass, but I need something to hold the cycling module together.
Maybe a ligament from one of the machine carcasses?
Right. Or some luminous braiding.
And you could reinforce it with a conversion cylinder.
For increased connectivity. I think we can do this, Aloy.
I might be able to catch a ride on the rail. Go over the shield.
There should be another node to open.
Got it.
Spotted.
we go again.
Oh, that doesn't sound good. I'll try to get your access back. Access restored. Now you can override it.
Would work?
You did the heavy lifting.
Okay. This is running out of places to hide.
Aloy? I just registered a huge energy surge back in the production chamber. Something big is happening.
Here too. Everything's glowing.
The machine Hephaestus was building. It must have finished it.
It's powerful, whatever it is. I'm almost done with the core repairs. Should we come to you? Maybe I could distract the machine if...
No, Beta. Just stay where you are, okay? Handling the machine is my job.
Okay. Be safe.
Repair Cauldron Tower. Infiltrate Cauldron. You are in violation. But
Good. Stand by. I'm sending Hephaestus back. No more hiding, Hephaestus!
Got it! Hephaestus is back in the core!
Make sure it stays there. I'm heading back.
And then we can start the merge.
Because of you, Beta. I'm glad you came along. And you, Varl. We couldn't have done any of this without you.
Right back at you, Aloy.
Aloy, the bypass is done.
The core is stable. Hephaestus is 100% contained. Now we better get started with the merge. It's all set up. Gaia, establish the link, please.
Done.
To complete the merge, we need to excise Hephaestus' malicious code. Carefully.
Redundant copy. You cost us quite a lot of time. Eric, get Beta. And squash that bug while you're at it.
Get behind me.
Come on! Quit screwing around.
Now we're having fun, right?
Finally. Tilda, get Gaia and Hephaestus ready for transport. Tilda!
I failed.
Hush. All is not lost.
Tilda! What the hell are you doing? Stop her!
I can't even see her!
Beta. Farrell. Where am I?
Ah, you're awake. You took quite a hit when Gerard attacked you. I imagine you must still be in a great deal of pain. I can assure you that we are safe. The others can't detect us here.
You mean the other Zeniths? You must be Tilda.
I wasn't sure if Beta would have told you about me.
Where is she?
Alive. And while she isn't where she wants to be, not in urgent danger. We must discuss how to get her back, of course, after you've shaken off the cobwebs. When you're ready, take the stairs down the hall and come see me. In the meantime, I'll make breakfast.
Breakfast? Okay. What is this?
Just a few favorites from my collection. Rescued and stored here just before I went off-world. Take a look, if you like. I'm curious to hear your impressions.
My friend is dead. Beta and Gaia are gone, and you want me to look at old paintings?
Don't be so quick to dismiss the comfort we can find in art. Or the insight we might gain. A portrait of the painter, Rembrandt's son Titus, depicted in the habit of a monk.
I don't get it. Why would someone like you, with infinite resources, care about this painting of a boy in a hood?
It's not the image itself, but the feeling it conveys. The face is bright and defined, but his eyes are downcast, heavy with misfortune. And the background seems to swallow all light. The painting is infused with a sense of loss.
I guess I understand how the painter feels.
Rembrandt's The Night Watch, by far the most famous painting my homeland ever produced. It was commissioned to honor a militia made up of influential citizens.
I guess you must have been an influential citizen?
In my day. But not as influential as you've been in this new world. The Gust. By Willem van de Velde. The most famous of his many maritime paintings.
A ship crossing into the unknown. I guess you're familiar with that.
Indeed, which is why I appreciate this composition in particular. Though waves and wind threaten to destroy the ship, it perseveres, clinging to the light even as darkness closes in all around it.
She's pulling out her own hair. Out of madness, out of grief. It's hard to watch her suffer.
Stunning, isn't it? Paintings were the only masterpieces of my people's golden age. This is Van Vianen's leaded ewer, molded from a single sheet of silver.
What was it for?
How like Elizabeth you are. Function over form. Its practical purpose was less important than its meaning. Van Vianen created it in honor of his late brother, who himself was a famous silversmith.
A memorial?
Yes. Such beauty from sorrow.
A lot of weight on his shoulders. I know the feeling. I should move on.
Done so soon?
I've got more important things to worry about.
We both do. There is much we are trying to save. This is Rembrandt painting Jeremiah, a man in mourning.
Mourning what?
His home. The ancient city of Jerusalem. He foresaw its impending doom, but could do nothing to prevent it. So instead, he saved its treasures from destruction, just as I saved these works. You could say we're kindred spirits. My favorite pairing on the left is Woman Reading a Letter by Vermeer, a true master. And on the right is a forgery, Woman Reading Music, which fooled experts into believing it was a priceless original. Early in my career, I became fascinated with such deceptions. Eventually, I developed scanning software that could detect fakes with unparalleled accuracy.
Is that how you made enough money to buy your way onto the Odyssey?
Oh no. I made my real fortune later. Selene and Endymion. She's the goddess of the moon, whereas he's a simple shepherd. Beside her is the god of love, Cupid.
So she's sneaking up on him?
More like visiting him in secret. The torch that Cupid bears represents Selene's undying infatuation with him. Though the two must remain apart, her love will forever burn.
About Jeremiah. If he knew his home would be destroyed, why didn't he save the people? Why save those relics?
He tried, but no one would listen to his warning, so he saved what he could.
But how did he know?
He was a prophet. He saw an army invade and destroy the city in a vision.
So it's more like he calculated which side would win a battle.
What matters is that he was right in the end. If not for him, all those wonders would have been lost forever. At least this way, some part of his world survived.
There you are. Feeling better?
How did you find us? At the cauldron? And what did you do to everyone right before I passed out?
All business, I see. Well, suffice it to say we were keeping a very close eye on Hephaestus, knowing we would need it at some point. Your ruse didn't fool us, and as for my little trick, it was an overload of the senses, accompanied by an energy discharge. Gerard and Eric were only momentarily disoriented due to their shields, but it rendered you unconscious while I got you out. Perhaps some breakfast might steady you a bit?
This was your house. The one you recreated for Beta, in the data channel you shared.
How perceptive of you. Please, this way.
After everything your people have done, you think I'm just gonna sit down and have a chat with you?
They're not my people. They never were, and especially not now.
You shot off into space with them, and lived with them for 1,000 years before coming back. So what made you suddenly turn on them?
Quite simply, this.
My old focus. You repaired it? But that means you've seen...
incredible things. What you've accomplished in 2 decades of life. A 1,000 years at my back and I haven't even come close. I'm sorry if I invaded your privacy, but I had to. In order to understand to be enlightened. You truly are Elizabeth's blood. With her drive, her sense of mission, her integrity. Watching all this shamed me for the company that I've kept. Having seen it, all I want is to help you.
Even if it means stopping your friends?
Especially so. Please, sit down. There. That's better. Now, we must recover Beta and Gaia at all costs. By now, you must know that Gerard intends to use Gaia to reboot the Earth's biosphere. Remaking this world to specifications that would only suit us immortals. This process will kill every living thing on the planet. He calls it a clean install.
Not if I stop him first.
Not if we do. And once he and the others are gone, we can work together to fulfill Elizabeth's dream. I'm sure Beta told you that there's a build of the Apollo database on board our ship. A complete collection of human knowledge. With that and Gaia, we could do everything Elizabeth wanted. Heal the biosphere, educate the people of this world, uplift them. Create the world she imagined.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. From what I've seen, your friends are invincible.
I do wish you would stop calling them my friends. And they're not invincible. In fact, a friend of yours has found a way to defeat them.
Silence.
Oh, he's been a busy bee, building an army powerful enough to crash through Gerard's precious base.
Regala and her rebels.
Even now, she's preparing a final march on the Tenakth capital. When she wins, she'll have the entire tribe under her control. Hundreds of warriors and machines to throw at the base. She's been duped. They'll all perish, of course. But it should be enough to break Gerard's defenses and allow Silence to kill him. Along with all the others.
Using the new weapon he's developed.
Yes, he's found a way to circumvent our shields. Truly an exceptional man. He's planned for everything. Except you and me. You see, while his army is battering down Gerard's doors, you and I will sneak in through a back way. One that only I know about. While Silence and my friends are busy battling each other, we'll take back Beta and Gaia. I told you I want to help you. I mean it.
My old focus.
When we encountered you at the Hades, I knew better. You were a revelation. After your dramatic escape, Gerard and Eric assumed you were dead and gave up the hunter. When the others were busy, that's when I found this little trick. Not easy to repair, but certainly worth the gold. You were like a splash of color on a worn canvas.
Did you show it to these?
Of course not. It was your action. It's worth noting that if I wouldn't have known to save you at...
So I should be cool.
If you like.
So you know all about...
What would you like to know?
Well?
When I was 8, thousands drowned, my parents included. My guardian. Among my peers, I was all because of circumstances.
Oh.
Aren't we? You were an outcast. Neither did I. I climbed my way out of desolation, first from the technical analysis of art and the detection of forgeries. Profitable expertise in those days, but as it turned out, from there it was only a...
You were a spy?
More like a service. I had to remain anonymous to protect my privacy. But despite that anonymity...
What happened when Farzi...
They painted an irresistible one where where we explored the furthest reach. It was only later. They only intended to bequeath this future to the... By the time I finally figured Pharaoh's machines were devouring the Earth. So I accepted Far Zenith's invitation to a berth on the odd... I wanted Liz to come, but she had nobler plans, as you well.
So you didn't know the other Zeniths were monsters?
I knew some of them. It wasn't until we were off-planet. I was grateful to say, but the others became obsessed with it. They built a colony where more fantasy could be endless. It wasn't life. As the decades passed, I was alone yet again. Now finally, having met you...
To do what?
Help you. To fulfill a better future for you.
You said Beta is not in urgent danger, so what are the Zeniths doing?
Putting her to work. A difficult, time-consuming task. They will compel her if need be. She's the only one who can.
Because you people made her to be nothing but a tool.
Gerard's idea. They always viewed me with suspicion when I attempted. That's why I created the data channel.
So this channel you shared with Beta...
Gerard believes he's the most cunning of all of us. Even after 1,000 years, he's still... The channel allowed me to interact with Beta. It offered us a chance.
Until you cut off all contact.
Yes. Though it pained me.
She felt like you tossed aside.
I was afraid the others would find out and punish her. She may not have had the comforts of friend, but at least I ensured she... I know it seems hard, but you must believe.
Why did you make the data channel?
I built this house as a safe place. Cultural artifacts of truly some of the greatest...
And you wanted Beta to...
Yes. I thought if she could experience Vermeer, it would bring a heritage, every bit as data being drummed. I'm sorry I had to cut off contact, but she needed its...
Beta told me your colony was destroyed, that you came back to Earth.
It's true. After we reached our destination, we spent decades building a new... The physical constraints of Earth, the boundaries of more to think of what we could... It might have been a utopia. Instead, we stagnated, absorbed in bodies. It took a cataclysm to find out of our stupor.
What happened?
A massive geologic... We knew of instabilities in the planet core, but we underestimated. By the time the collapse was upon us, it was too late to... Only a few of us made it to the ship in time. We set course for Earth, left to us.
Which you decided to make unsafe for anyone else.
Not me. He believes it's better to wipe the canvas clean than work around the smudges. No more primitive tribes, no more only a blank slate to do what pleases. But we will stop him. All we have to do.
What exactly is your plan to sneak in?
We will make use of a lesson I learned from an early... In this case, a place where Gerard's new construction meets the ancient foundation. When silence flings it, we will enter through this back door, fighting. The distraction will provide us with a window.
Once we're inside the base...
Here, in the command center. By then, Gaia will have been reunited with all of its subordinate functions, including Hephaestus.
What about the alpha build of Apollo on...
A simple matter of recovery. Others have been dealt with. With that in hand, we'll have everything...
How do you know about Silence?
He isn't the only one adept at spyware.
You hacked his focus?
No, he's too careful. But his subordinate, he gave additional focuses to the tribals he branded the Sons of. By tapping them, I learned about the distribution of override technology and the secret pact with Regala to attack.
But how did he come up with a weapon that...
That's the one thing I haven't been... But however he did it, I'm with it in the Tenakth army. Victory seems to be within his grasp. Such a shame he'll...
So you knew...
Liz was everything she was. I see in you. Your ingenuity, you've managed to distill her greatest qualities.
I'm not asking about me.
The honest answer, for all the time that I spent with her, it was like...
So when you met Elizabeth, she was what?
Not aloof. It was a summit in Paris about machine learning. Because regulatory authority, Liz gave the... She had already achieved great renown for her work, but in her address, she was just an AI-driven system, but actually take responsibility.
To care about life.
Revolutionary stuff. I watched her after she had spoken with such moral authority. I could tell she felt uncomfortable. It was as if giving the talk had... I didn't want to be a pest, so I...
So how did you finally approach Elizabeth?
I picked the right moment. Right as she came back to the conference. Her coffee. She was fresh. It was like she had braced colleagues. I asked if I could walk with her, then put forth a question about her talk that was intelligent. Her answer made me realize, but she was very welcoming. Previously acquainted. It was only halfway through the conversation exactly who I was. It was... My business was trafficking in secret anonymity. So that was Liz. I came to view our meeting as a metaphor for our friendship. She always seemed to know me far better than I knew her.
I guess I know the feeling. Regala's only interested in killing Hikaru and waging war on the... What does she have to gain by it?
It's the price she must pay. Without the ability to override her little rebellion, would have...
So she trades with the Sons of Prometheus.
In exchange for an on the base. Pride has deluded her into... And all without ever knowing who the sun... Yet for all of Silence's brilliance, that blind spot...
While hundreds of Tenakth are cut down outside. First Varl. Now Hikaru and the Tenakth. Your plan would wipe out an entire tribe. There has to be another way.
We are in an admittedly desperate situation, but I assure you there isn't. Remember Zero Dawn. Elizabeth's sacrifice. Sometimes many have to die for a new world to grow.
If it looks impossible, look deeper. Wait. The data channel. It still exists, doesn't it? I need you to open it. Let me talk to Beta.
Impossible. We might be detected.
It's worth the risk. There is another way, one where the Tenakth survive.
But we won't. If the others...
If you want to help, open it. What are they doing to her?
Virtual reality dissociation. The manual merge of Hephaestus will take hours upon hours of tedious micromanagement. If she resists the work, they run simulations to induce feelings of isolation and despair.
Beta, can you hear me?
You're alive. They're watching me. I can't hold up this extra projection for long. You should have killed me.
No. No, look at me. I'm coming for you. I promise. Okay? I just need you to hold out a little while longer and work on the merge. Contact again when it's time. Can you hold on?
As long as I know you're coming for me, I can endure anything.
All right. I did as you asked. Now I think you need to tell me what you're planning.
I'm going to take Silent's army away. I don't need it. Only the weapon he made to penetrate your shields.
And how do you propose to get it? Ask him nicely?
Without Regala and her rebels, he won't have a choice. We'll be his only option.
Only option for what? What did you tell her?
That is between me and my sister. Will be Silent's only option for crashing that base. I'll tell you the rest later. But first, there are a couple of things I have to do.
Oh. And what are those?
Lay my friend to rest. And then I'm going to use the override that Beta gave me at Gemini to put an end to Regala's rebellion. From the air.
Wait. Since you insist on doing things your way, I know of something that will truly help you make a grand entrance with the Tenat. The ancient Horus Titans still possess electromagnetic energy cells as part of their arsenal. Drop one of those on Regala's army and they'll receive quite a surprise. So go, do what you must. I'll come to your base if you manage to bring Silence to the table.
Not if. When. Erend, are you there?
Aloy! Aloy, is that really you?
Yeah, it's me. Where's everyone else?
We're all... We're back at base. What happened?
It might be easier to explain in person. I'll try to join you there when I can.
Okay. We'll wait here for you. It's good to hear your voice, Aloy.
Just to let you know, I'm now patched into your focus network.
Great. I take it the other Zeniths can't hear us?
Of course not. And they don't know about your base either, in case you were wondering. I've sent you data on the Horus energy cells you can use against Regala's forces. Reach out to me when you're ready to acquire one.
Understood.
When you're wounded, you have to strike back. Draw blood.
Hey! Can't I get one damn minute to mourn my friend?
Regala is going to slaughter my tribe to overthrow Hikaru. The Zeniths have Beta and Gaia. We can't sit around wallowing in our losses.
Kotallo's right. We must fight.
Oh, all right. So what are we gonna do, huh? Take on all of Regala's rebels?
Not to mention the Zeniths. What can we even do? Throw ourselves at their base?
Something like that. So...
After we lost contact with you, we regrouped and went to Gemini. What happened? The recording we found on Varl's focus cut off when that Zenith, Eric...
The Zeniths were tracking Hephaestus. When Gaia trapped it in Gemini, they knew where we were. After... Varl tried to stop them. They took Beta and Gaia. I only survived because one of the Zeniths turned against the others to save me.
One of them? Well... At least we didn't lose you too. So what do we do now?
We're going to defeat the Zeniths. And get Beta and Gaia back. But first... we're going to stop Regala.
How?
Back in Gemini, Beta gave me... a gift. There's something I need to do first to make it work, but it could put an end to the bloodshed.
Word is, Regala's readying her army for an all-out assault on the Grove. I need to be there.
I know. Go. Stand with Hikaru. And keep an eye on the sky.
Strike true as the 10.
The rest of you, whatever preparations you need to make, upgrades, resupplies, get on it. It won't be long before we take the fight to the Zeniths.
We'll be ready, Aloy. And when you're ready, meet me outside the east exit. I'd like to have a word in private.
Even when things are darkest, you're the flame that lights the way forward.
Just tell me one thing. Am I gonna get to smash up a bunch of Zenith bastards?
We all are.
Good.
Before I do anything else, I should check on Zoe. It sounded important.
Over here, Aloy. We would come out here to tend to the garden. Sometimes I needed fresh air. Other times we would simply sit and watch the sunrise. So when we returned from Gemini, it seemed fitting that he be laid to rest here. Now he can always look out at Plain Song Further east, to the Nora sacred lands.
He would have liked that.
He often spoke of his sister, Vala. He said she used to gather her favorite golden blooms and tie them to her spear. Their mother called it useless, but Vala was stubborn.
Yeah, she seemed like that.
It wasn't easy. But I tracked down the flower. Gathered its seeds. As verdant limbs wither, roots rot in snow, still the seed rises, as certain as stone. From death follows new life. So it is with the land. And so it is with us. I'm with child, Aloy. I was going to tell him when he got back from Gemini. Instead, one day, I'll bring our child here. We'll sit among the blooms and watch the sunrise.
I never got to tell him. To thank him. For saving my life, sure, but also for not giving up on me.
He always knew.
Goodbye, Varl. I promise to look after them. I'll try to visit again when I can. For now, I need to go to the fabrication terminal to install the new Horaiding speed. I'll now use it on a sunline and get ready for an entrance Regala will never forget.